Nagaland Chief Minister says that the battle against the coronavirus is not over yet and there is a long way to go and that we must continue to move ahead and march forward. Indian Armed Forces salute the coronavirus warriors. Countrywide flypast conducted by aircraft of the Indian Air Force from Srinagar to Thiruvananthapuram and Dibrugarh to Kutch. Number of confirmed COVID-19 cases go up to 39,980. 1,301 patients have died while 10,632 recover. Well, hello viewers, welcome to News and Trends. You're watching the Daily News Bulletin with me, KV Nurumi. The Indian Armed Forces paid salute to the coronavirus warriors today. A countrywide flypast was conducted by the aircraft of the Indian Air Force from Srinagar to Thiruvananthapuram and Dibrugarh to Kutch. Helicopters from the Indian Air Force and Indian Navy flew over hospitals treating coronavirus patients and showering petals as a tribute to the coronavirus warriors. The three services performed a show of solidarity and appreciation for the corona warriors. In the morning, there was a leaf laying at the National Police Memorial in Delhi. Indian Air Force conducted a nationwide flypast which covered Srinagar to Trivandrum and another one from Dibrugarh in Assam to Kutch in Gujarat. MiG-21 Sukhois and helicopters were also part of the air display. Transport aircrafts such as C-130 and C-17 carrying the load also flew over the NCR. The Navy on its part deployed warships and formations in coastal areas in the evening. The Navy and Coast Guard ships on the western and eastern seaboard were lit up in harbour as well as offshore. The military bands of the army played martial music across cantonments and army bases from the mountains to the deserts. In the northeast, the Indian Air Force also carried out similar exercise in Guwahati and Shillong. The total number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 has now gone up to 39,980 in the country as per the Health Ministry data. Out of the total cases, 10,632 patients have recovered after treatment and were discharged from the hospitals, while 1,301 patients have died. With this, there are now 28,046 active cases in the country. Coronavirus cases continue to spiral up across the world with over 34.24 lakh cases across the world. Coronavirus has already claimed around 2.43 lakh lives worldwide. The worst hit remains the United States of America with over 11,32,315 cases, and the death toll tops 66,368. Meanwhile, Americans in about half of US states, led by Texas and Georgia, began coming out from home confinement, while California and New York held fast to business closures amid other restrictions imposed in the face of COVID-19. Texas began a phased-in reopening of business shuttered more than a month ago, with restaurants, retail stores and malls allowed to open at 25% capacity. A second phase is planned for May 18 if infection rates continue to decline. The second worst affected worldwide is Spain. Masks have been made compulsory on public transport from tomorrow as the country moves to gradually relax its tough lockdown. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez said the government would distribute 6 million masks mainly at transport locations and give another 7 masks to local authorities. Meanwhile, Italy reported a death toll of 28,710 on Saturday, the second highest in the world after that of the United States. Nagaland Chief Minister today said that the battle against the coronavirus is not over yet and there is a long way to go and that we must continue to move ahead and march forward. He said we must join hands to rebuild our economy, and therefore the state has made a cautious exit plan from the lockdown, and the various arms of government machinery will begin to resume responsibilities and assignments. He was addressing the people of the state today.
To rebuild our economy, therefore, we have made a cautious exit plan from the lockdown, and the various arms of government machineries will begin to resume responsibilities and assignments. End of lockdown doesn't mean the virus is no more. It is one of the measures to slow the rate of infection. I appeal to all sections to continue to diligently follow the official advisories, maintain social distancing, and practice highest standard of hygiene. The government of India has extended the lockdown for another 2 weeks, after which we shall cautiously exit the lockdown. We will open up to a different and a changed world. Many aspects of our lives will never be the same again. The dynamics of the global village has altered. Accordingly, we need to acclimatize and move on. The quicker and more efficiently we do that, the more successful we will emerge as people. This is a crisis of multiple layers. It is a health crisis and an economic and educational crisis too. The state government will be undertaking various measures and implement strategies to address these issues. I am sure you will continue to extend your fullest cooperation, support, and participation in our fight to overcome this crisis. In these difficult times, I have full trust and belief in the resilience of our people. My motivation comes from the strength and the energy drawn from each one of you. We are all members of the same team. Every citizen is a member of Team Nagaland. Let us all work as one. We will win this war together. Thank you. God bless. Kuk Nelim.
Let's now take you to Kohima, where the briefing is being made on the status of COVID-19 in the state.
Till date, a total of 684 samples have been sent for testing from the state. The results of 663 samples have been received and all are negative. The results for 21 samples are awaited now. Today, a total of 1,264 persons have been screened and a total of 28 persons are under facility quarantine. The number of people who are out of home quarantine is now 6,361. As regard the preparedness of the health department, I would like to inform that the total number of designated quarantine facilities for suspect cases have now risen to 137 with a bed capacity of 1,805. The total number of ambulances in the state is now 140 with 100 ambulances in the government sector and 40 ambulances with private facilities and other organizations. I would like to further inform that up till now, the total number of people of Nagaland stranded or in distress outside the state due to the nationwide COVID-19 lockdown who have been given cash assistance has now risen to 16,526. The total amount disbursed is about 6.47 crores. Today is the 14th day of the lockdown, and as informed yesterday, all the existing guidelines of the lockdown are to continue in the state till the issuance of fresh guidelines.
The Indian Railways is running Shramik special trains on the request of state governments. Tourists, students and other stranded people are required to register with nodal officers. Indian Railways is operating Shramik special trains to take laborers, pilgrims, tourists and students stranded around the country due to lockdown back home. Will stand cancelled, so no one should go out to the railway station for bookings or inquiries. Anyone who wants to travel back home should contact nodal officers appointed by the state government only. The trains are being run on the request of various state governments. The state government is the final authority to decide who will travel. World Press Freedom Day is being celebrated across the globe today as the entire world is going through COVID-19 pandemic. This year the theme of the day is journalism without fear or favor. World Press Freedom Day was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in December 1993, following the recommendation of UNESCO's General Conference. Since then, May 3, the anniversary of the Declaration of Windhoek, is celebrated worldwide as the World Press Freedom Day to pay tribute to those journalists who lost their lives in order to bring honest and real news. Nagaland Minister for Higher and Technical Education, Tribal Affairs, Temjen Imna Along, has sent out greetings on the occasion, saying journalism will only flourish when journalists are given the right to work without any constraints. Thus, enabling a free and transparent function of democracy is important for the growth of a nation. And with that, we come to the end of this bulletin. Stay home and stay protected. From all of us here, it's bye for now, and thanks for watching.